16 of the NFL. Now, we'll have a couple Christmas games on Saturday. We'll have a couple post-Christmas games on Sunday. A cool little Thursday night game happening, technically by the time you guys are probably watching this video, today, later tonight. Which will be a very interesting one. Let's start off with that. 49ers going to Tennessee. Tennessee Titans just lost to the Steelers. They look like they have a bit of an identity crisis. No Derrick Henry. They will be getting A.J. Brown back. But Tannehill has been struggling with, the Derrick Henry not technically being present for the team. And probably won't be present until probably playoff time starts. If at all.
So for this week, I really want to try to just freestyle all my picks.
Okay.
This week, I also thought about it. I have the Titans losing every other game that they have this year. Yes, sounds crazy, right? So I'm going to go with the 49ers.
Okay.
I'm not going to lock you guys because I don't like you.
Well, just you going for us is a miracle as it is.
Yeah.
That's definitely a Christmas miracle. Thank you, Santa. I appreciate it. Browns versus Packers in Green Bay.
Ooh, Packers as a lock.
Yeah, me too.
You guys just lost to the Raiders? Ew.
I had the Packers as a lock as well. And the thing is, even though they get Baker and all them back, they're still riddled with injuries.
I'm trying to tell you, the Browns are trash.
I don't think
Baker's trash.
It's just riddled. It's just an injury-infested team
Jarvis
right
is
now.
trash.
Now, talk about a good Christmas game to end off on the night. Yep, the Colts going into Arizona to go against the Cardinals. For a Christmas night game.
Wait.
The Colts getting another Saturday game.
We didn't talk about this, but the Cardinals did just get dogged by the Lions.
That's what I was hoping we could talk about while we were going over
man,
this
they
game.
just lost to the Lions.
Oh my God, we forgot. Wildcard teams.
Oh, the wild card teams.
We'll talk about that after.
Yeah,
but at this point, we're already into
We're already into it. Let's go.
But, okay. Yeah, we want to talk about the wildcard situations because they are looking very interesting on both ends. But yes, the Cardinals got absolutely dominated by Jared Goff and the Lions. And Jared Goff is now officially 8-1 versus the Cardinals in his career.
That's crazy.
That's great. And even in Detroit, nothing changes. So, Cardinals coming off a rough loss, now coming back at home. Do they have the mentality and kind of that attitude to be able to just shake that loss off and move on to the next one and play a top team in the NFL at the current moment?
Who are they playing? One more time?
The Indianapolis Colts. The Jonathan Taylors. The Jonathan Taylors.
And they don't have J.J. Watt to clog up the middle?
Nope, J.J. Watt's out.
He's out for the rest of the season.
Yep.
They have Isaiah Simmons. He's not an amazing linebacker. Has potential, though.
Has the great potential to be one.
I'm going to go with the Colts.
Okay.
I'm not going to lock them. Because what I saw out the Cardinals, what the hell was that? What in the hell was that? Yeah, I'm a little dark, guys. We need that. But I'm going to go with the Colts.
I am too. I'm going to lock the Colts. Yeah, I'm going to lock the Colts. Because I want to have my one bold prediction. This is definitely one where I feel like the Colts right now are in too much of a good rhythm right now for the Cardinals to take them down. Now, the next one. We'll make this one quick because we really don't care about this one. Lions versus Falcons. The Lions did just beat the Cardinals. Falcons just lose to the Niners. Who do you have?
I have the Falcons.
I have the Lions. I like them. The one thing about the Lions that really defines them is that they play hard. This Lions team plays hard. They play competitive. They play with ferocity. I really like it. All right. Ravens versus Bengals for the division. Remember, the Ravens are now sitting at the 8th seed. And I said last week that the Bengals will be the one to take this division. So, because I said that, I'm going to stick with my decision. And I have the Bengals here at home beating the Ravens.
Nah.
No?
Huntley, man. Oh, my. He showed me again.
Oh, he's a nice quarterback.
He's a starter.
He's a starter in this league.
He's a starter, bro.
No, he'll
come over to the Raiders. We would love to have you, man.
Here's the one thing, though. Let's for teams, when Travis Huntley, probably because of free agent or they have to trade for him, don't give this dude a $30 million contract right at the start. Because I feel like I've seen so many teams do this with quarterbacks who look good coming off the bench, and then all of a sudden we find out that they're not as good. I will say that Hundley has the potential to be that good.
Yeah. He's not going to be an amazing quarterback, but he's a starter, though.
Yes. All right.
He's a starter. I have the Ravens because I think there is a chance Lamar plays.
Yes.
So I'm going to go with the Ravens.
You're going to go with the Ravens? I got the Bengals. I really think this Bengals team at home, and now they're in command of the division. I don't see them, I see them fighting to keep this division.
I think the Ravens will win the division.
You do think the Ravens are still going to win the division?
But I am going with the Ravens.
Okay. Next one. Rams versus Vikings.
Man, what I saw of the Rams yesterday, oh my gosh. The Rams struggled against the Seahawks. Why did you struggle against the Seahawks?
The Rams are not finding consistency.
They are not a good team. They are not a good team. I don't know what it is.
I know what it is. They don't have a run game. They can't establish a run game.
Oh my gosh. I was like, why are you not dominating the Seahawks?
Sean McVay's offenses rely on play action, and they lose that element when they don't have a run game. It makes this game a little tougher because we've also seen the Vikings.
They go crazy some games.
They play up to their opponent's level and they play down as well.
But
I expect them to play up to the Rams' level. I can't go with them.
Because Kirk Cousins sucks, I got the Rams as a lock, even though they're trash.
No.
Kirk Cousins sucks.
He's not horrible.
He's horrible in the clutch.
That is it. Okay. Primetime Kirk is definitely a different answer. Now, this is also a good one. The Bills did lose to the Patriots a couple weeks ago in Buffalo. Not embarrassing, but a rough Monday night loss. Now they're going into New England. And this is Buffalo right now sitting at the 7th seed, fighting for their life to stay in this playoffs.
It's probably going to snow again, huh?
It may. Who knows? Who knows how the forecast is looking in New England?
I'm thinking that it's probably going to snow again.
You think it's going to be a nice little winter wonderland post-Christmas?
And guess what? Mac Jones is going to throw for maybe 60 yards this time. Okay. And Damian Harris and all the other Patriots running backs are going to have a field day.
Again, really?
And I'm going to go with the Patriots.
Okay, interesting. Next one. Let's just get through this one. Jaguars versus Jets. Jets. I think the Jaguars are the worst team in the NFL right now.
Jets.
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence, I have no faith in you, man.
Next one. Giants versus Eagles.
Eagles.
I like it.
The Giants like to lose games. It's like what they do.
Bucks versus Panthers.
The Panthers were pretty okay in the beginning of the season, right?
Yeah.
Sam Darnold, he's going to be back, I think.
No, he's done.
Cam Newton?
He's not playing good, unfortunately.
PJ Walker?
No, he's still really an XFL player.
Oh, okay, so not the Panthers.
No, definitely the Bucks.
Okay, let's go with the Bucks. For this season.
And we'll talk about how poorly the Bucks played. For some reason, the Saints just have their number.
I don't know. I thought it was Drew Brees that had their number, but but hey.
The Bucks just losing games to the Saints in the regular season will always baffle me. Next one. Chargers versus Texans.
Texans. 100%.
Okay. Chargers. Bears versus Seahawks. I'm going with Seahawks.
Actually, let me put a lock on the Chargers right there.
You're gonna.
That's my last lock.
That's your last lock. Okay, I like that. Now, Bears versus Seahawks. I'm going Seattle. I am going Seattle. Of these two mediocre teams, I think in the end they still have Russell Wilson, and I can't go against that.
I'm gonna go with Seahawks as well. Justin Fields, is he still playing?
Yeah, he is, but I
haven't paid attention.
He's going through his little rookie rough patches here and there.
Yeah. So let's go with Russell Wilson. You better win this game, Russell, because we need you next year, man. We need you to show what you got.
All right, next one: Steelers versus Chiefs.
Steelers are, they've been. I was really about to write Steelers on my paper. I'm going with the Chiefs.
You had me stunned for a split second. I have the Chiefs as a lock. Funny enough, the Steelers are in playoff contention still. I think this is one of the worst teams. If they make it to the playoffs, I think it would be one of the worst teams to make it to the playoffs.
There's no way they make it to the playoffs. There's no way.
And it's not because of their defense. Their defense is actually great. I just think this offense is horribly inconsistent.
Because they don't have a good quarterback, and Najee is not the running back that he needs to be.
Well, he is. it's hard for him
He's a
to
good
do that.
running
It's
back,
hard
but-
for him to do that behind one of the worst O-lines in football
Yeah.
right now. That Steelers O-line is horrible. Najee's getting hit in the backfield almost every play. You know, so I don't see it with the Steelers team. I see the Chiefs kind of finally putting the Steelers away here in the playoff contention, hopefully. Hopefully. I'm saying this like I'm a Raider hater, a Steeler hater. I'm not a Steeler hater, but I just don't want to see them in the playoffs because I think they would make for a pretty boring game. Now, Broncos versus Raiders.
Oh,
Raiders. I have to go Raiders here.
2-0. We're 2-0 in this 4-game win streak, man.
I have to go Raiders here because I don't see the Broncos, especially with Teddy Bridgewater out, and now you tell me Drew Lock has to go in there and win the game.
Oh yeah, you seen what happened last time when we played Drew Lock?
I don't rely on that.
He threw 3 picks last time.
Yeah,
3 interceptions to a terrible defense.
Yeah, I can't rely on Drew Lock to win a game. They might surprise. Who knows? Washington versus the Cowboys in Dallas. Now Washington was just there at the 6th seed even, and now they just lost to the Eagles. Now they have the Cowboys.
And don't the Cowboys get a little more rest? They have a chance to get a little more people feeling a little bit more healthy. We have Amari Cooper back, right?
Yep.
We have CeeDee Lamb back, right?
Yep. Michael Gallup.
We have Michael Gallup. We have Ezekiel Elliott.
We have
They
Tony
still have the explosive weapon in Tony Pollard.
And then they got Dak Prescott at the helm, and then they have this defense that is just forcing turnovers left and right.
Draymond Diggs has double-digit interceptions. 10 interceptions. Cowboys.
Yeah, I got Cowboys as well. Now this is a good Monday night game. The Saints just beat the Bucks last Sunday night. Great showing, great outing. Do we have the confidence in the Saints that they will go out and do it again against a team that isn't the Bucks this time? And they beat the Dolphins at home. The Dolphins
This one is a little...
The Dolphins, who are now on a 6-game win streak.
Saints are not the father. I'm going with the Miami Dolphins.
I am too. I think the Dolphins, actually, funny enough, one of the most...
They're on a 6-game win streak?
Yeah, one of the most red-hot teams in the NFL.
The Dolphins.
The Dolphins.
What's the Dolphins' record?
I believe now it is 6-7 when they were previously...
They were 0-7?
Or, let me see, actually.
No.
Sorry.
The Dolphins...
Or 7-7. Means they were 1-7. Wow. They're 7-7 now.
That's crazy.
Here's the thing. Credit to Brian Flores. Credit to Tua, who's actually played nice now in kind of later part of the season. The defense has looked like that Miami Dolphins defense that I was expecting early in the season. They're a good team. I think it might be a little too late for this team to make it to the playoffs.
Oh, it's over. 100%.
It might be a little too late for them to make the playoffs. But this shows a lot of promise.
Yeah.
This shows a lot of promise for the team in their future. Now, speaking of wildcard teams, we want to just talk quickly about who we think now that we're down to like the final 3 weeks of the season. Let's start with the AFC. Who will be our wildcard representatives? We can start from 7 all the way down to 5 if you want.
Now, obviously, you already know Raiders are going to be in there, right? We already know this. But the weird thing is, in order to make it there, they have to beat the Chargers and the Colts, who are 2 teams
that are sitting right there.
That have a chance to make it. I don't have the Colts making it.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
I don't have the Colts making it. You know why? I still got the Chargers in there. So I got the Chargers, Raiders, and Chiefs. All 3 in the wild card.
Chiefs?
I mean, not in the wild card, but the Chiefs are in the playoffs.
Okay, but who's the last wild card?
Last wild card. I wanted to say the Titans, right? But I did just say
that the Colts were going to make it.
The Colts ain't going to make it.
Your story is sounding a little odd right now.
No. Titans and the Colts. I'm going to go with the Bengals.
Oh, because you have the Ravens winning the division.
I have the Ravens winning the division.
So you have the Bills not making the playoffs.
Bills ain't making the playoffs.
What's the order of the seeding then of your 3 wildcard teams?
Oh. Now, I don't know if this lines up or not. Okay. But it might not line up. But I got the Chargers, Bengals, Raiders.
Chargers, Bengals, Raiders.
Sounds a little weird, but you know it's a possibility though. So
it's definitely a possibility. I feel like you're missing out on a lot of.
Oh no! I'm not missing out on nobody.
Okay, well let me tell you what you're missing out on. I agree. I think I have to agree with Travis in a sense that there has to be one more AFC North representative.
Yeah.
I don't think it's just the Bengals.
Mm-mm.
I think that representative is going to be Baltimore.
So it's just swapped.
I think it's just swapped them, and I think right now it's looking good the way it is.
And obviously I know
The
you don't
Chargers,
have my Raiders in there. So.
No. I think I have the Chargers at the 6th seed, and I have the Colts at the 5.
All right.
So that means
place my Raiders.
I don't see it shifting around too much, except for the fact that I do see Tennessee slipping to the 4 seed, and I see the winner of the North, which is the Bengals, slipping up to the 3. Titans are going to make the playoffs. I still believe that. Because in the end, they have the Niners, but then after that, the Dolphins can make things interesting, but then they got the Texans after as well. They really only need one more win to kind of solidify a spot.
Jets. I don't know, man.
And then they beat the Rams, and then they beat other teams. So this Titans team has shown their potential. Now, the NFC is it feels like a little more set in stone, but also that last 7 seed is all over the place.
Don't know who can get that.
So we'll save that part for last.
So
I want to talk about the fact that I think the 5 seed will be the Cardinals.
The Cardinals?
Yeah. I think the Rams are going to win this division.
No.
Because here's looking at it right now. They're both 10-4.
No.
Both teams are 10-4. I don't see Arizona winning out to capture this division.
No, not at all. The Cardinals are better than the Rams. 100%.
Did they just lose to them?
That's not what matters. The Cardinals have been a little injury prone right now. They have been having some injuries. I don't know why. Can't nobody stay healthy right now, but nobody can. But when they get D-Hop back, the Rams are no match for them. They literally the Rams offense.
The Rams just had D-Hop. The Cardinals just had D-Hop and they shut them down.
Rams offense,
even without Jalen Ramsey.
No, but they were both. That was their rusty game.
No.
I'm going with the Cardinals still having the division. I got the Rams as a wild card.
Nah, I have the Cardinals as the 5. I have the Niners as the 6. Because I do think the Niners are still ahead of kind of all these other teams. And for my last seed,
this is a difficult one.
This is a difficult one, and
it's between a lot. I think it's the Saints,
the Vikings, and the Eagles. Is really what I see it down to.
They're all trash. They all trash.
Yeah. Either way, I don't see the 7th seed unless it's the Vikings, because we've seen the Vikings compete. I don't see many of these other teams competing. The problem is that the Vikings' schedule is extremely tough, which is why I won't give the 7th seed to them. I'll give it to the Eagles. Because in the end, their schedule is a lot easier than many other teams.
Well, I wanted to give it to the Saints, right?
Yeah.
But, man, Taysom Hill ain't going to do it for me. Taysom Hill ain't going to, I don't know, Trevor Siemian, he not going to do it for me either. Alvin Kamara stepped up in one game, then the next game he disappeared.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
You don't see the consistency there?
No, there's no consistency there. So the Saints, let's throw them out of there.
Okay. So you put it in between the Vikings?
Vikings and the Eagles. Who's more likely to win their games? Probably the Eagles, right?
Yeah.
But who has a better roster and who can play up to another team's level?
The
Vikings. So I'm going to go with the Vikings.
I respect that. I can't hate on that. I don't know. They have such a... Here's the thing about the Vikings. Because I know the Eagles are probably going to lose to the Cowboys when they play them. The Vikings have these next 2 games. They have the Rams and the Packers. The Vikings need to look at these 2, and they have the Bears at the end.
They only need to win one of those.
Exactly. But can they? They need to go into Lambeau on a Sunday night, or they need to beat the Rams at home. But they have to look at those. They have to look at those 2 games and say we have to at least take one of these games to really give us a chance to make it to the playoffs here.
I think they can.
They could.
They can.
But me personally, I don't see it happening.
The Packers almost have a chance they can sit out their players, huh?
No, but they're still in possession of the 1 seed, and they don't want to give that up. Here's the thing. I will say this: The Vikings' only chance I really see it is the Rams this week.
Because I'm telling you, the Rams are
They're inconsistent.
I don't know what's going on.
They're very inconsistent. All right.